Liverpool want Real Madrid star. The news that has tied Liverpool's attention to Real Madrid's Federico Valverde is not going away, and Jürgen Klopp could make his move for the Uruguayan dynamo in the coming weeks. Recent rumours from Spain claim that Liverpool are obsessed with the prospect of signing Valverde and are preparing a €80 million offer to secure the star's services. This looks highly unlikely, as the Reds have closed deals for Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai. But when Los Blancos midfield gets a little overloaded, Klopp will be at the forefront of the suitors if he's really ready. With Jordan Henderson and Fabinho both heading for their debut at Anfield, Liverpool may be preparing to enter official talks for the 25-year-old who has been instrumental in the La Liga giant's success over the past few years. Liverpool's priority will be focused on securing the services of a new top-notch midfielder, and as this takes centre stage, Valverde can complete the club's midfield. With his dynamic abilities and relentless intensity, he can thrive in the Premier League. The Uruguayan football player, who played 204 games for Real, performed 49 goals and 18 assists, and directly contributed to 15 goals last season. Hailed as untouchable by coach Carlo Ancelotti a year ago, Valverde was among the top 7% of midfielders to score goals in Europe's top 5 leagues last year, according to FBref. He is among the top 15% for assists and the top 9% for progressive carries per game. Such a progressive, thriving midfielder could add a new dimension to Liverpool's midfield. It will provide a cutting edge to unlock the offensive quality of a squad desperate to stand out after falling out of favour last season, and may be the solution to revealing the full scale of his compatriot Darwin Núñez's abilities. Coming from Benfica last summer for a club record £85 million return, the 24-year-old has endured a turbulent journey. He has been criticised at times for his disrespectful shots, described by club legend Robbie Fowler as very wasteful. Regardless, he remains a top-notch talent and is still among the top 12% of forwards for goals. It is also among the top 6% for progressive transports. But he is also in the top 1% for penalty-free goal expectation and total shots per game. This underlines the vestigial cutting edge. The £140,000 a week Uruguayan can yet be refined and made into a striker with the highest distinction. But with Valverde driving the ball into the final third behind him, the connecting game could prove to be a resounding success. Indeed, Valverde went a bit under the radar despite his success under Ancelotti, and Joe Cole said last year, "He's at the top of the tree with Bellingham in the younger players and is on the verge of being the best. He's from box to box, he's scoring, he's a technician, he was the unsung hero in the final, I thought he was outstanding against Liverpool," he said. Although Klopp and his friends' priority is currently for number 6, the arrival of Valverde will undoubtedly be a sensational signing. Jordan Henderson will leave the Reds this week. Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson will seal his move to Saudi Arabia at some point this week, according to a new update from journalist Fabrizio Romano. The 33-year-old has enjoyed a legendary Anfield career coming from Sunderland in the summer of 2011, becoming arguably one of the best captains in the club's history. Henderson's Red story has been such a heartwarming one that after recovering from a really tough early spell at the club, he became a leader who lifted endless trophies along the way, including the Premier League and Champions League. But now the English midfielder looks set to put an end to his time at Anfield and will be meeting with former Liverpool teammate Steven Gerrard at Saudi side Al Ettifaq. Although his best days seem to be behind him, he gave his best, given his age and form last season. The general consensus was that he would remain a team player at Merseyside. But Henderson is said to have decided to go, and now a new update has surfaced outlining exactly when the Reds' departure will be announced. Romano gave a brief but important update on the future of the UK international and said he expects his debut to be completed in the coming days. The Jordan Henderson deal will be signed this week, he said. It almost still feels pretty strange for Henderson to leave Liverpool for Saudi Arabia, the surreal and depressing end of his Anfield career. Given what he's accomplished at the club, he deserves an unforgettable send-off with the footage serenaded by Klopp, but instead, he walks out the exit door unsatisfactorily. It's certainly disappointing to see the veteran choose to move to Saudi Arabia, ostensibly for a financial decision. It's hard not to see his Liverpool legacy tarnished a bit, especially when he's stood up so bravely for the LGBT community over the years. Of course, Henderson will always be appreciated for being a great captain. Not to mention hitting 492 games and providing a lot of underrated quality along the way. But in terms of his departure, things could have turned out much better. In retrospect, it was a bad decision for the club to offer him a new long-term deal in 2021. Tied him to Liverpool until 2025, it would have made much more sense to see his old contract until 2023, leave at that point on a free transfer and take a farewell like Roberto Firmino did at the end of last season. The key now will be to make sure Liverpool bring in outstanding backups for both Henderson and Fabrizio this summer. Liverpool gave positive signals in the friendly match. Liverpool continued their pre-season preparations with a fun 4-4 draw against Greuther Fürth, and Jürgen Klopp gave 25 players game time. After finding the back of the net in Liverpool's pre-season friendly, Nunez bounced back as he notched a clinical boost to get the Reds up. The Uruguayan, who entered the game with names such as Mohamed Salah and Harvey Elliott, scored a goal within 5 minutes of entering the game. It was Salah who found Nunez in the box, and the former Benfica man took the ball around the goalkeeper before slipping into an empty net. And it didn't take long for Nunez to score another goal as he went beyond his marker, tapping his left boot and cornering the ball with ease. On the other hand, many Liverpool fans are hoping that Diaz, who missed most of last season due to injury, will stay in shape. The Colombian, who returned from a knee problem at the end of last season, is looking good so far in the pre-season and has scored Liverpool's opening goal in Germany. Diaz created some space on the side of the box, dribbling beyond his marker before calmly placing the ball in the far corner. There was no room in the Liverpool squad for Karim Kelleher to beat Greuther Fürth, with Alisson and Adrian playing half of each throughout the match. Kelleher has reportedly been linked to his departure from Anfield this summer and is involved in the services of Brentford and Wolves. Kelleher's future is in doubt, but the goalkeeper is thought to want more playing time under his belt. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who had an excellent performance against Karlsruhe in the number 6 role, continued in the same position this time. He was partnered by Cody Gakpo and Alexis Mac Allister in a rather different-looking midfielder. Especially in the first half, a well-functioning system emerged as Alexander-Arnold often took deeper positions and Gakpo and Mac Allister acted as 2/8s and joined the attacks. One person who didn't play for the Reds against Greuther Fürth was new signing Szoboszlai. The Hungarian was excluded as a precaution after confirming that Klopp had rolled his ankle in practice. Speaking before the game, Klopp said, "He did roll his ankle slightly in practice, but nothing serious. If we had a Premier League game today or something else, he could have played. So we don't take risks and we'll see what we do after the trip with the Leicester game. But he will definitely be ready for the Bayern game," he said. Liverpool's new signings and the improvement in the form of existing players give very positive signals for next season.